This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, Concio goes untouchable, sweeps 9 games to win chess crown in Thailand. Volcanoes erupt in cup debut, blow past Singapore to book finals ticket. Chris Ross explodes in Game 7, fueled by pride, family, and fire. Sinner powers through pain, sets Wimbledon's semi-showdown versus Djokovic. Former UFC star Ben Askren opens up about terrifying ordeal and life-saving transplant. In Major League Baseball, Perez powers Royals past Pirates, goes deep twice to seal series sweep. Meanwhile, the Phoenix Suns lock in Devin Booker as he signs a 2-year, $145 million extension through 2030. And it will be all about track and field with national coach Jonah Genilza and sprinter Wangkay. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 10th of July. Now, here's our roundup. Unbeaten, unstoppable, unreal. Filipino international master Michael Concio Jr. put on a masterclass in Bangkok, sweeping all 9 matches to claim the standard title at the first Bangkok Summer International Chess Open. Concio won the title during the final round of the tournament in Thailand. His perfect 9-0 sweep sealed the standard chess crown on the last day of competition. The 19-year-old prodigy from Dasmariñas, Cavite dominated from start to finish, taking down 2 grandmasters along the way. Countryman Daniel Quezon in round 4 and India's Sayantan Das in round 7. He also outwitted Hong Kong's Paul Aston Nguyen and the Philippines' Dave Sean Romualdez. Myanmar's Naylin Tun, India's Babu Nithin, America's Alan Morris Suzuki, and Latvia's Arsens Batashevs. So dominant was his run that he finished 2 full points ahead of his nearest challengers, India's Babu Nithin and Das. It may be their first ever campaign in this prestigious tournament, but the Philippine Volcanoes have scored a date with destiny by booking a ticket to the finals of the Unions Cup on July 12, where they will be facing Team Thailand. With their explosive statement win against defending champion Singapore 37-20 at the National Stadium in Kaohsiung, Taiwan, the Volcanoes are well on their way to making history by becoming champions on debut. Stroem was on fire, converting 7 of 8 kicks, including 3 penalties and 4 conversions. Young, Hernandez, Sedon, and Greenwood each punched in a try as the Volcanoes powered their way into the finals. With 1 game away from glory, can the Volcanoes explode their way to the top of the podium? We will know this Saturday. Left on the bench in Game 6, Chris Ross came back with a vengeance and a message. All revved up and full of purpose, Chris Ross turned heartbreak into heroics, delivering a vintage performance to lift the San Miguel Beermen past Barangay Ginebra 193 in a do-or-die Game 7 clash in the PBA Philippine Cup semifinals. Snubbed in Game 6, Ross didn't sulk. He sharpened, inspired by LA Tenorio's game-winning triple just 3 days earlier. Ross stepped up with something to prove, and prove he did, dropping 19 points, 7 assists, 4 steals, and 3 rebounds in 28 minutes of classic clutch play. The 2-time Finals MVP was simply on fire, saying, "No one competes harder than me. No one plays harder than me." But it wasn't just Tenorio who ignited him. Ross pointed to his child during the post-game presser, saying that the want to win has multiplied since he came into his life. The win pushed San Miguel to the finals, setting up a best-of-7 showdown against the TNT Tropang 5G. The Beermen now advance with momentum after winning the series 4-3 while Ginebra bows out in the semis. Game 1 of the PBA Philippine Cup Finals between San Miguel and TNT is set for Sunday, July 14 at the Araneta Coliseum. Former UFC fighter Ben Askren just fought the toughest battle of his life, and it wasn't in the cage. The 40-year-old underwent a double lung transplant after a devastating bout with pneumonia, which left him hospitalized from May 28 to July 2. Askren revealed he died 4 times relying on machines to stay alive and has no memory of over a month, learning the details through his wife's journal.
I just read through my wife's journal. It's like a movie. It's ridiculous. So I only died 4 times, right, where the ticker stopped for about 20 seconds. I got the double lung transplant. I made it out to the other side of it, gaining quite a bit of strength. You know, the thing that was most impactful to me was all the love I felt from everybody.
Askren was placed on a life support system as his condition rapidly declined and only survived a rare donor match came through. Doctors made a call to put him on the transplant list when he failed to wake up after being taken off sedation. A successful transplant has given Askren a second chance at life as he continues to recover with the support of his family. From wrestling wars to life's hardest round, Ben Askren is still standing. Wrapped in tape but unwrapped a masterclass. Jannik Sinner silenced doubts and swept past Ben Shelton to reach the Final Four. World number 1 Jannik Sinner shut down American Ben Shelton 7-6, 6-4, 6-4 to storm into his second straight Wimbledon semifinal, setting up a blockbuster clash with Novak Djokovic. Wearing a compression sleeve on his right arm, Sinner fought through discomfort from a fall in the last round but never lost focus. The first set lasted 52 minutes, a grinding battle that Sinner clinched in a tense tiebreak.
Semifinals of Grand Slam, they are amazing occasions, great chances. So I'm happy that I've put again myself here in this position and to see what I can achieve.
Shelton put up a fight, even needing his ankle retaped, but Sinner broke in the 10th game of the final set and sealed it on his 3rd match point. So get ready for another dramatic showdown as Sinner clashes with Djokovic. Who will make it to the finals? We will soon find out. Now, when the game was on the line, Salvador Perez answered the call with a thunderous swing. Perez went 3 for 4, blasting 2 solo homers, including a clutch 8th inning shot that lifted the Kansas City Royals to a 4-3 win over the Pittsburgh Pirates. The veteran catcher broke a 3-3 deadlock with a monster blast, capping off a thrilling comeback that gave Kansas City a clean 3-game sweep and extended their win streak to 4. Rookie sensation Jack Caglianone also made noise, crushing a 466-foot 2-run homer to center in the 4th, while Michael Garcia chipped in a double ahead of the blast. Chris Bubic held his own on the mound, allowing 3 runs on 6 hits in 5 2/3 innings, striking out 6. Lucas Urqueg shut the door in the 8th with a perfect frame, and closer Carlos Esteves locked in his 25th save after working around a 1-out single in the 9th. On the other side, the Pirates got a strong effort from Tommy Pham, who went 3 for 4, and Kebrian Hayes drove in 2 to tie the game in the 6th. But it wasn't enough to stop the surging Royals. Final score, Kansas City 4, Pittsburgh 3, and the Royals are rolling. He's the face of the franchise, and now he is the foundation moving forward. The Phoenix Suns have signed star guard Devin Booker to a 2-year, $145 million maximum extension, keeping him in the desert through the 2029-2030 NBA season. 2 sources with direct knowledge confirmed the deal Wednesday, though the team has yet to make an official announcement. The 28-year-old four-time All-Star has been a scoring force since entering the league in 2015, averaging 24.4 points per game over 10 seasons and earning 2 All-NBA nods. Booker posted 25.6 points, 7.1 assists, and 4.1 rebounds last season, shooting 46% from the field. But it wasn't enough to lift Phoenix into the playoffs. Despite a big-name roster featuring Booker, Kevin Durant, and Bradley Beal, the Suns fell short and made sweeping changes. Coach Mike Budenholzer was let go after one season, replaced by Cavs assistant Jordan Ott. General manager James Jones was also ousted, with Brian Gregory taking over. The front office quickly shook things up, trading Durant to Houston in a blockbuster 7-team deal that brought in Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks. Bradley Beal may also be on the move, leaving Devin Booker as the undisputed centerpiece of the Suns' future. Booker is back, the reset is on, and Phoenix is building around their franchise star once again. And now here's your daily dose of sports lingo. What's the most feared 7-foot zone in pickleball that even the pros respect or face the consequences? It's called the kitchen violation, officially known as the non-volley zone. A kitchen violation happens when a player touches the non-volley zone while executing a volley shot that's hitting the ball before it bounces. This rule is designed to prevent unfair net dominance, encourage strategic plays, and keep the game balanced. So stay out of the kitchen or get burned. It's time for our off-court buzzer. From the water to the World Wide Web, this young Indonesian continues to go viral on the internet. During Paku Jalur, the traditional boat festival on the Batang Kuantan River in Riau, something wild happened. A young boy nicknamed the Reaper stood at the front of the racing gondola, pumping out charisma so strong it sent viral waves across TikTok and Reels. This isn't just a dance, it's aura farming at its best. And this kid, he's the U-boat of vibes. Videos show him balancing on the bow, slowly twisting, pointing, moving to beats while the boat team shreds down the river. It's Paku Jalur, a ritual race dating back to the 17th century, but the movement within that tradition, totally 2025. Trendsetters and athletes in every sport all over the world memed it. On Reddit, rowers admit you'd fall off in 10 seconds if you tried. But the Reaper, he made it look like the coolest thing to happen since the dawn of racing. So here's the deal. In sports, talent is skill, but aura, that's magic. And the Reaper has it in droves. The next time you're headed to a game or a competition, ask yourself, do I have the Reaper aura? Because this kid just redefined what it means to slay by standing at the tip of a boat and taking the internet by storm. And that's our roundup for tonight, the 10th of July. Up next, it will be all about track and field with national coach Jonah Genilza and sprinter Pai Wangkay. When we return right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. You can say that excellence in athletics runs in the family because joining us tonight live in the BNC studio is mother and son who are both dominant sprinters, one in the past, actually still in the present, and the other blazing the track of the future. Please welcome national coach Jonah Genilza and P. Wangkay. Coach Jonah and Pai, thank you so much for the time and joining me here on The Scorecard ngayong gabi. So June was a very successful month for you guys. Coach, simulan ko na sa'yo. Meron kang naipanalong 2 golds and 1 silver sa event mo. Kamusta naman po yung experience mo doon?
Yung recently, yung sa master.
Yes.
Actually, hindi ko siya event. Sa long jump, tsaka high jump ko siya. Tsaka yung isang gold ay sa relay.
Okay.
Na 4x1, na same sa kanyang event. So, dahil nga coach ako at nagagamit ko pa rin yung mga training ko. So, ayan, nag-try pa rin ako magsama-sama sa laro. So, still okay pa naman yung fitness, ko.
And then also, later that month in June, si Pai naman sa Thailand. Are these the trophies that you won during that event? Or
It was in Palarong, Pabansa.
Okay.
In Thailand, I was semi-finalist in the 100 meters. Unfortunately, I got knocked out of the round because of the heavy contenders. And in the relay, we got disqualified because the baton fell.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we got in the finals, and we were heavy contenders in taking a medal home.
Okay. But still, I mean, it must have felt good for you to represent the Philippines internationally, right?
Yeah, it's the third time I represented the Philippines. Yeah.
Wow, congratulations. All right. I want to get your story kasi Coach Jonah, dati po kayong UAAP MVP during your time sa DLSU at ngayon po yung anak nyo is following in your footsteps. Nahilig na rin sa track and field. Nung bata ba si Pai, nalaman mo na balang araw he might follow in your footsteps? Paano ba nagsimula ang lahat?
Sa school, sa mga intrams, sinasali ko siya. So, pag elementary, parang grade 1 to grade 6 ang labanan. So, nakitaan ko naman sa kanya, mga natatalo niya yung mga older. So, tinatry ko sa kanyang tuloy-tuloy kami. Kahit nung pandemic, bumili talaga, nag-invest ako ng mga equipment na magagamit namin ng tuloy-tuloy. So, nung dumating ng grade 8, nag-start siya ng palarong pambansa. Although, yung elementary niya hindi nagamit dahil nag-pandemic. So, pasok sana siya pero nung pandemic. So, nung grade 8, nag-start ng UAAP. So, nag-medal kami noon kasi nga nagtuloy-tuloy kami ng training. Tapos, nagpalarong pambansa din siya. So,
For the first time.
For the first time. So, hindi naman siya unang naka-medal pero pasok siya sa mga finalists. So, grade 8 for the grade 8 at that time. So, parang para sa akin, achievement na namin. 13 years old.
18 years old.
Versus sa 18 years old.
Wow!
Yeah.
So, ganun katanda yung mga nakakalaban mo? 5 years older than
5
you?
years older.
Tapos naka-finalist siya, naka-5th place siya sa 400. So,
400.
parang para sa amin, greatest achievement for 13 years old na may mga kalaban siya ng mga 18 years old.
Wow!
And at the same time, parang nag-boost din yung confidence namin kasi nung naglaro siya ng Batang Pinoy sa vegan, natalo niya yung for 13 years old, natalo niya yung mga under
15 years old.
15, 16. Kasi
Grabe.
under 16,
Yeah.
So, Coach, hindi normal yan, no?
So yun nga, doon ko nakitaan sa kanya ng may potentials. So tuloy-tuloy ko siya. So actually, yung laro niyang Thailand, open siya. Hindi siya yung under 18 kasi 16 versus, actually, mga kasama niya sa Philippine team na naglaro is
Double my age.
31 years old.
Yeah.
Sa si Kuya Clinton ay 32.
32, yeah.
So, kasama niyang sa relay, and the other one is 21.
21 years old.
So, siya lang yung 16.
Grabe.
Yes.
So,
Apo.
yun, para sa amin achievement na nakapasok siya ng semifinals. Kasi mga kalaban niya doon sa mga ibang bansa. Also, mga 20 plus,
Yeah.
may mga...
Kumbaga, you had no choice but to step up your game knowing na mas experience yung mga nakakalaban mo doon.
Yeah, I had to ready myself for future competition like that kasi more of them gonna be like open, invitational meets like that.
Yeah, so you were telling me earlier that prior to following your mom's footsteps, you were into football.
I tried out football because it was more of like, it's a fun activity for me to do after school hours kasi it aligned with the hours of after school hours.
Okay.
And I had so much fun. I played as a striker, sometimes as a defender.
Yeah.
And I always ran after the ball and they couldn't catch me. So maybe my mom saw that potential in me and just switch me to the sport of track.
Tama, no, Coach? Kasi sa football, kailangan kondisyon ka and of course, you have to be fast. And you have to be able to move on the pitch. So, what was the moment that you realized that, you know what, maybe tama yung mami ko na maybe this is the sport for me?
It was during Palarong Pamansa, first time I attended that. It was a really big boost of confidence for me because when I think about it, I'm 13. They're 18 years old. They're like, there's 5 years worth of training in the difference of us between me and the competitors. And for them, they like reach their peak in their high school era. For me, I was just starting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wanted to continue that, and then I want to see what potential I have and what it brings to me.
Coach, matanong lang po kita kasi during your time, syempre, na nag-MVP po kayo sa UAAP, ano yung pinakamalaking pagkakaiba sa landscape ng athletics at track and field from your time to his time now?
Ngayon kasi may mga sports science na kasi. Yung, actually, nung nag-seminar ako, doon ko na nalalaman na ang laking bagay mag-aral ng biomechanics, yung mga ganon, mga paano mo gamitin yung mga iba't ibang klaseng equipment, ganon nga. So actually, parang ina-add ko lang sa experience ko, sa dati kong experience, sa coach ko, tapos ina-add ko lang sa mga natutunan ko. So yun, malaking bagay talaga. Tsaka yung mga stand and conditioning, so ako dati hindi ako nag-string and conditioning. Kumbaga, natututo lang ako sa mga gaya-gaya sa iba. Tsaka yung pumapasok ako ng gym, kung anong ginagawa nila, gumagaya na lang. Ngayon, hindi na eh.
Kumbaga yung teknolohiya at information ngayon, mas
Yes.
maraming tools yung mga bata na matuto.
Kaysa dati. Parang, kaya mas advantage talaga sa kanya. At saka at the same time, nandyan akong gabay. Ako dati kasi, lumaki ako, doon ko nakuha yung, or doon ko nakita na discover yung talent ko sa school, sa Sisters of Mary. Kasi, naboring lang ako. Tapos nakita ko yung, may mga sports. So, ganun din, nagtatry ako ng iba't ibang sports. So, nag-enjoy ako sa pagiging individual na sports compare sa team sports.
Yeah.
Actually, inaano ko siya sa basketball kasi ang bilis niya eh. Ang bilis
Tsaka
makuha.
may height din.
May height. Mabilis siya. Pag makuha niya yung bola, ang bilis niya mapunta sa kabilang court. Kaso lang, mas nag-enjoy sa track.
Opo.
I see. Is there pressure on your part na yung mom mo, even up to now, still competing from time to time? She's a coach, obviously. Is there pressure on your end to, kumbaga, marating yung mga na-achieve ng mami mo?
Actually, I don't really feel any pressure kasi, yun nga, she's her, I'm me. And for me, whatever I achieve, that's from me and from her. And none of that is connected to her legacy kasi, for me, I'm just trying to enjoy my life right now. Kasi I'm high school, and I'm building my future step by step. And my mom is just there to guide me. And to whatever comes in the future, yun nga, prepared ako and yeah, to have fun basically.
So you entered La Salzabel, grade 7, and you're grade 11 now.
Yes po.
Entering grade 11, is the school year ongoing?
Yeah, it just started.
It just started, ano? Okay. So, like, what are your personal goals for yourself, probably when you get to college?
Probably be able to attend SEA Games as a player, as an athlete there. And siguro, be able to break some records, Philippine age records like that, like what I've been doing right now. And and to leave my high school era in my last year of Palaro in grade 12 next year, and to leave a good record that no one can break in my events.
Paano yan, Coach? Nagko-consult ba si Pai sa'yo na paano marating yung mga goals na yon bago siya matapos sa high school?
Actually, yes. Ako actually ang na-pressure kung paano ko siya improve. Actually, step by step talaga. Kasi since grade 8, unang palaro niya, finalist. Tapos nung grade 9, nag-bronze. Tapos ngayon, grade 10, nag-4 golds. So, actually, sabi ko, dahan-dahan lang muna kasi ang hirap i-break pag nandito ka na sa mataas. Tapos, ang dami mong, ako mag-aaral para sa kanya eh. So ngayon, nasimula na namin yung pumasok na kami ngayon sa nutritionist. Pagiging anong mga pagkain dapat para mas more i-improve ba kasi sa 10.8, 82 na seconds sa age niya.
Yeah.
Actually, nasa ano na siya eh, nasa national level na yung age niya,
Grabe.
yung time niya eh. Tapos,
Opo.
21.8. Kasi yung you up last time, di ba? Si
Yeah,
yung
21
21.8. Pero ang age niya is 18. I-compare niya last time is 15, 21 point, ano kanino?
Yeah, 21.9.
So parang, ang hirap na natin i-improve pa. So kailangan natin hanap pa tayo ng ibang factors na makakatulong pa to improve. Pero actually, malaking tulong din talaga yung nutrition. Tsaka yung strength and conditioning na pinasok namin ngayon. Tsaka siguro mag-i-improve din ako or mag-aaral pa ako more para sa mga explosive dahil pinili niya yung sprint.
Yes.
Grabe, parang meron kang cheat code si Mami kasi lahat ng
Kodigo.
mga plans and siya pa nag-aaral how to make you better. You just have to put in the work. So, Coach Pai, what is next? What is the next major competition for you?
The next competition.
Actually, ngayong Asian Junior,
Asian
Asian
Youth.
Youth. Medyo, ang level kasi dahil Asian niya eh, medyo mataas na level. Ito yung paghahandaan namin. Magpa-practice kami sa Patafa Weekly Relay.
Yeah.
Yun yung practice game namin na step by step na doon namin ma-monitor kung talagang may improvement siya. So, ngayong October yan, so meron pa kaming almost 3 months na preparation.
Almost.
Okay. Okay, lastly, bago tayo magtapos, sabi mo, Coach, 3 months preparation. So, Pai, anong maipapangako mo sa mami mo at sa sarili mo in these 3 months before the next major competition?
Maglalakin po ako sa aking training po at di po ako papabaya sa aking aral kasi yun nga po yung the medium to able to play internationally, yung pag-aaral po. And for my other promises na makinig po ako sa iyo. Yun lang po, makinig po talaga ako ng maayos mga 90% of the time.
90%? Anong gagawin mo sa 10%?
Self. It's more on self po.
May natitira pang 10%.
May natitira po for me.
Okay. Well, Coach Jonah, Pai, thank you so much for sharing with us your story and all the best. You're just getting started and I'm looking forward to seeing your development as an athlete in the future. Coach, thank you po. And good
you
luck
po.
din sa mga competitions mo. Marami ka pa rin napapanalo ng mga medalya.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Up next, the defending champs are wounded but far from done. Aja Wilson's status is in flux. Shakira Austin is taking center stage and the Mystics have a chance to make a statement at home. Who rises, who falls, and who blinks first? We're about to find out. So keep it locked in and keep your eyes on the prize. Welcome back to the Scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. All right, WNBA fans, we've got a cross-conference collision that says way more than the records do. The Las Vegas Aces head to Fairfax. A little bit scuffed up, battling inconsistency and possibly without their superstar. The Washington Mystics quietly climbing, winning 3 straight at home. And they're also starting to believe. Now let's start with Vegas. Aja Wilson went down against the Liberty, a wrist injury midway through the second quarter that flattened the Aces' momentum. They held tough for 3 quarters, but no Aja Wilson in crunch time. That's like taking the engine out of a sports car. Jackie Young did what she could, 19 points. Gray and Smith, they chipped in, but they went scoreless for the final 5 minutes. They dropped 6 of their last 10 now. The defense is holding, but just barely. But that signature swagger looking a little faded lately. And then, there's Washington, different vibe. This team scrappy, young, and finding ways to close games. Shakira Austin, money from the line in the final seconds to sink Chicago. Citron is looking like the future, 14 points a game on nearly 47% shooting. Kiki Iriafen is quietly putting together a rookie season that deserves way more noise. They're 6-3 at home. Defense traveling, offense getting timely buckets. And if they get enough stops, they've got the pieces to push Vegas to the brink. Now, if Asia Wilson suits up. This is a front court battle worth clearing your calendar for. Shakira's length versus Asia's bag. But if she's out, Washington has the edge inside, and the Aces have to lean on shooters who haven't been consistent lately. Now also, if Jewel Lloyd can find her stroke early, that's a question we have to figure out. Or will the Mystics, wing defenders led by Brittany Sykes, make life uncomfortable from the opening tip? We shall see. The bottom line is Vegas is still Vegas, but they're vulnerable. Washington is earning respect though. And if Wilson plays, the Aces will most likely edge it, something around 86-80. If not, look for the Mystics to grind out a statement win. Probably 80-75 type vibes. Now here's your full look at tomorrow's showdown. And that's a wrap on our Mystics Aces preview. One team fighting through injuries, the other climbing with confidence. So tune in, lock in, and keep your eyes on the prize. Before we go, think on this. From Red Bull Racing's team principal who built one of Formula One's most dominant dynasties, Christian Horner once said, "Success is not just about talent, it's about hard work and perseverance." And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow on the Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport right here on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. This has been Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Good night.